Hello there guys, and welcome back again to another episode of Wheels Does Meals. I am Kyle, and today I am going to be showing you a recipe that I've wanted to do for a while. We're going to make muffins. Specifically, we're going to make raspberry muffins. The first thing you will need to do is to preheat your oven at 200 degrees C. I'll put the equivalent setup for the other temperatures on the screen over here. Now, this recipe is a really simple one, and it's really easy to follow. So, shall we get started? Now, the ingredients you will need are 1 egg, 150 milliliters of milk, 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, or olive oil in my case, 200 grams of plain flour, 100 grams of caster sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. And because we're doing raspberry muffins, you'll need a punnet of raspberries as well. And a splash of vanilla extract, just to add some extra flavour. Now it is time to add all your ingredients into a large bowl and give it a really good whisk. You don't need an electric whisk for this, you just need to do it by hand, because the batter itself needs to be lumpy anyway. So what we need to do now is add the 150 milliliters of milk into a bowl, along with the egg. Try not to get any shell in it, because I do that quite frequently. So once that's added, give it a good whisk to make sure that it's all mixed in with the milk. It'll kind of look like a banana milkshake, really, once it's been all mixed. It's all yellow. Then we add the sugar and the flour. Then the splash of vanilla extract. Don't need too much because it's actually quite strong, but you don't need to add any more to it. And that was the doorbell. Now we add the 4 tablespoons of oil to the mixture. Bear with me a minute. And then you add the 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And last but not least, half a teaspoon of salt. Or a pinch. There you go. Once you've added all the ingredients to your mixture, you can now give it a really good whisk. I'm gonna get really tired after this, I can just tell. Anyway, let's give it a go. once you mix your ingredients and it turns into a batter and it is slightly lumpy, don't worry about it because it has to be lumpy, and it starts forming ribbons over the top of the batter and starts sinking straight afterwards, that means the batter is at the right consistency for the muffins. Now this batter itself will be suitable for 12 cupcake cases, or muffin cases actually. And what we will do now is fill them about 2/3 full, because you don't want to overfill them because they'll rise too much and it'll spill over the sides. Now it's time to put your batter into your muffin cases. It does fit 12 cases, but for some reason when I bought these cases, they're kind of like the retro muffin cases that you get from or in a coffee shop. I thought they would kind of look cool with my muffins. So what we're going to do is take one spoon at a time and just make sure that it fills the muffin cases. Once you've partially filled the muffin cases, it's now time to add your raspberries, and then you'll just top it up with some more batter to cover the raspberries, because you kind of want them to be sort of in the middle rather than the bottom of the muffin. So let's do that. Generally about 2 or 3 raspberries, maybe 4 in a muffin. About 4 raspberries in each muffin will do as nicely. And there we have it, guys. The cupcake cases are filled with the raspberries and the mixture. And now we put the muffins in the oven for 20 minutes. And once that's up, we can get ready to eat them. So I'll check back with you once they're done. And there you have it, guys. The perfect raspberry muffin with the raspberries really nicely poking out. And it's all nice and golden brown. So let's give this a try, shall we? Just to see what it tastes like. And I love the fact that it's in these retro packets. Whoa, it's very crumbly. It's still very, very gooey. But, ooh, look at that. See the raspberries on the inside. It's all nice and gooey. Just taste it. It has to be the best thing that I have literally ever done. No word of a lie. And there you have it, guys. The muffins actually turned out really well. The only criticism I could have given myself is that some of the cases weren't filled enough, but that's my own issue. But if you do like this recipe and this video, please give it a thumbs up, and share and subscribe to my channel. And if you do this recipe yourself, please send me a picture on Instagram and Twitter to show me what you guys have done. You guys probably will do a better job than me anyway. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next week for another episode of Wheels Does Meals. Bye now.